today we're going to work on just a short 10-minute desk break. So for everyone who's working from home and stuck at their desk all day, every day, this is just a quick 10 minutes standing stretch and mobility, just to try and break up our desk posture where we're just constantly leaning forward and working in front of us. So come up into standing. Just bring feet hip width apart, so maybe go feet together, toes out, heels out, so your feet come hip width apart. Gently find equal weight through forefoot and hind foot, so balancing through those two areas, and make sure left and right leg are equal side to side. We're going to lengthen up through the legs, keep the knees nice and soft. Just going to think about that pelvis as though it's a big bowl, marble at the bottom. We're going to roll the marble forwards and backwards by arching and hollowing through the lower spine. And then coming to that midpoint, marble at the bottom of the bowl. So just gently lengthening through the back, pulling up through the front, keep those kneecaps soft. I'm just going to lengthen through the spine, all the way through, crown the head, tuck that chin down gently. And just loosen off through shoulders. Then we're going to bring shoulders up to ears, glide back, drop down. So you've got nice wide collarbones, nice gap ear to shoulder. I'm just going to start off with a kind of a Cleopatra. So we're going to bend the elbows to 90 degrees, palms facing the ceiling. And we'll just start off by keeping the elbows in and just taking the palms out to the side and then gliding back in again. Breathe out, move out, breathe in, come in. Just feeling like it's opening up through the front of the chest. Keep those shoulders down, collarbones wide. Keep the kneecaps soft, pelvis nice and neutral. Just gently thinking about engaging through those core muscles. And then from there, we're going to rotate the hands out. We're going to turn the palms down, lengthen the arms. Palms up, elbows in, rotate back again. So rotating out, palms down and lengthen. Palms up, elbows in, rotate back. Just to get those arms moving away from that desk position in front of us. Good. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good. So as we rotate out, we keep our spine nice and long. Hands just coming out the side, slightly behind, but not too far. So we're not really stretching too far behind. We're just opening up through the chest. And lengthening through the arms, back up, in, and together. Good. Let's do a couple more. Last one. Good, well done. And relax down. And then we're going to come into a stride standing. We're just going to open up through the hips and the chest a little bit more. So we're going to put left leg forward, right leg back. I want you to keep that pelvis nice and neutral, shoulders stacked above pelvis. And then we're going to just dip down slightly into a little lunge, so not too far. I want you to really make sure that that tailbone's tucked down. You're pushing forward through the groin and the hip and the knee, on that right leg. Keeping the spine up nice and tall, core switched on. You're just stacking shoulders over pelvis. And from there, we're going to breathe in, open right arm back behind us. Breathe out, come back through to the center. Breathing in, coming left arm behind us. Good. Out as you come back to the center. So keeping that nice opening stretch to the front of the right hip, but then adding in that stretch through the spine, opening up through that mid-spine. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. And if it's too much looking behind you as you open up, then stay looking in front. If that feels slightly more balanced and controlled, just stay looking in front. Good. One more on either side. Good. Keep that tailbone tucked down, belly button pulled in. Come through to the front. We're keeping that nice neutral pelvis, keeping that opening through the front of the hip. We're going to keep the hands down by the side, drop the shoulders down, collarbones wide. Just breathe in, bring your hands up towards the ceiling. And from there, just opening up through that front line. And if you're happy to, you can look up and gently extend back into it, really opening up through the front. So you should feel it through the front of the hip, maybe through the front of the chest, front of the shoulders. Just hold it there for a few breaths. Good. One more breath in there, and then gently come back down again. Good. Relax off through the legs. We're going to swap leading legs. So right leg forward, left leg back. Just make sure that that pelvis is nice and neutral. So you're really opening up through the front of the left hip. Keep shoulders stacked above pelvis. Soften that knee and push the left hip and knee forward. So you're really opening up through the front of that hip. And just make sure we stay stacked, pelvis neutral, core switched on. Keep the shoulders down, hands out in front. We're going to breathe in, open up, breathe out, come back to the centre, good. Then on the other side. So you should feel it opening up through the front of that left hip and then opening up through chest and mid-spine, keeping the shoulders down, spine up nice and long. Good. Breathe in, open up, breathe out through to the centre. And if you'd rather look forward because that feels more balanced and controlled, then you can just stay looking forward, but just make sure you twist that breastbone round. Good. Keep the shoulders down, collarbones wide, make sure you haven't come up in shoulders to ears. Good. Let's do one more. On either side. Keep that tailbone tucked down, core switched on. Good. Drop the arms down by your side. Make sure that pelvis is nice and neutral. We're going to breathe in and reach up towards the ceiling. Good. And then if you're happy to, you can look up and lean back slightly. Good. Opening up through the front. Just hold it for a few breaths as you're comfortable. Pull up through the core. Keep that balance. One more breath in there, and then gently relax the arms down and come back up into standing. And then we're just going to work on a little roll down and some hamstring lengthening. So come up nice and tall, feet hip width apart, soft knees, pelvis neutral, lengthen all the way through back of the neck, tuck that chin down gently, lengthen through crown of head. Core switched on, we're going to tuck chin into neck and roll one vertebrae at a time. Down through the spine, sinking that breastbone deep into the ribcage. Keep that pelvis up tall as long as possible. And I don't mind how far you go. So if this feels right for you and you just want to hold it there and then gently coming back up all the way through and up, then that's fine. If you feel like you can go a little bit further and open up through that spine a little bit more, if you feel you can go down and start tipping the pelvis forward, coming into that forward fold and stacking up pelvis first, one vertebra at a time, all the way up and through. So work with what feels right for you, work with what feels right for your back. Keep breathing, keep those core muscles gently switched on just by pulling up through the pelvic floor. I'm going to do one more full roll down. When I say full, that's as far as you feel comfortable going, so full for you. Keep breathing. Stacking up one vertebra at a time. And then from there, we're going to come down into that forward fold again. So roll down through the spine, but this time, when you get to that point where you feel like that's kind of where your limit is, you're going to hold it there. Keep breathing. We're going to soften the knees and just gently, if you're comfortable to, just interlink, either hold your hands behind you or just hold on to your elbows behind your thighs. And I'm going to get you to just gently try and straighten the legs. So you're working through the thigh muscles to try and straighten the legs, but your arms are kind of pushing
the other way against your legs as well. You should feel it stretching through the hamstrings. Keep breathing. Good, one more breath. Gently relax your arms. Keep the knees gently soft. Just shake the head side to side. Loosen off through the neck. And then gently soften the knees. And we're going to roll up with the knees just gently soft as you come all the way up and through. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And we're just going to finish off just with a gentle interlinking fingers behind your back. Take the fingers down and pull them away from your bottom. You're just opening up through the front of the chest, through the front of the other arm. Nice deep breaths in. As you breathe out, try and relax those shoulders down away from your ears. Good. One more breath in there. Good. Relax your arms back down to your side. And hopefully that's just given you a quick stretch, loosened you all off, ready to get back to work. Take care, look after yourself. Bye.